Ladies and gentlemen, a very good evening and a warm welcome to all of you at the Leela Mumbai. We are really very happy and honored to host the launch of Sania's autobiography published by HarperCollins. I would like to take this opportunity to congratulate Sania on her book, and we wish you success in all your future endeavors, Sania. Thank you very much, and I hope you enjoy the evening and our hospitality with the evening to proceed. May I now invite Karthika from Harper.
Good evening, everyone. Are you getting up and going away? They told me he was a slightly unexpected person to have at an event. Now I'm going to be prepared for the rest of the evening. But it's wonderful to be here in Mumbai. Sania's father, Imran, was just telling us that both he and Nasima, her mother, think of Bombay as home. Bombay, he said, not Mumbai. But so I suppose in a very different sort of way, this is an appropriate place to release this book. I know you're going to be too busy listening to this part of the conversation, but I'm going to have to tell you that this is a wonderful book and you must read it. It's gone viral in many ways because of the conversations she's had over the last few days on television. And I keep saying to people who see me that more than the first release by Shah Rukh, or I'm sure by the conversation here, one of the things that really took off was Sania's comments on being a woman and playing tennis at the top. I think that is something that has really caught on for women in this country. She's an icon not just for young people, but for older people as well, and definitely for every kind of woman in this country. So we're delighted to have been able to publish the book. I am going to leave Sania Mirza to do the moderation of what's going to follow, which is a conversation between them, and then we'll come to the next part of it. But before that, the formal part of this evening, which is, may I please request you to unveil the book.
Hi guys. Okay, Salman, let me start off by first asking you, you've known Sania since she was a very young girl, and you have seen her grow from a young girl to the strong woman that she is today. So tell us about the transformation that you have seen in her.
Good evening. I've known her since she was a very young girl, and I still think she's a very young girl. She still has a lot of growing up to do. And if you think this is strong, then you don't know what's coming ahead.
I think that was a compliment.
I'm not sure.
Everything here is only compliments.
All right. So, usually you see that autobiographies are not written by too many 29-year-olds. And Sania has, written her autobiography when she's 29. So tell us what you think about this, that writing an autobiography at 29.
I think it's new. It's different. I think people do not achieve what she's achieved, even if they have to be born in 3 lifetimes. And they remember the last one, the previous one, they remember it. and they keep on coming back, coming back, coming back. They'll not be able to achieve what she's achieved for herself. So at 29, I think she had a lot to say. So before she forgets what she wanted to say, I thought that was a very wise, sensible decision for her to write her autobiography. Iske baad, there's going to be a part 2, 3, 4, because she's an achiever and she's going to keep on achieving.
Yes. So, Sania runs a tennis academy herself where she nurtures talent from the country, and this is her way of giving back to the society. And you know, you do a similar venture with Being Human. So, talk to us a little about this.
I think it's incredible that she's doing this because, how do I put this? Why do you want to encourage competition in this country? Akeli chal rahi hai, akeli chalo.
Because I'm not going to be like how you are acting for the last so many years and be number one. I cannot be. That I know for sure. So
she's going to be here for
I'm not going to be.
Long while. It's incredible. I mean, to give back is the most difficult thing to do, actually. And some people do it so easily that, you know, आजकल, if you do a good deed, उसके लिए compliment मिलता है आपको, oh, what a nice deed you've done. But these deeds were very common earlier. It's just that they become so rare. This is in, every human being has to be like that. But इतना rare हो गया ये कि किसी ने एक अच्छी चीज़ की तो उसकी बहुत तारीफ हो जाती है. So I don't think that ये जो आप कर रही हो ये बहुत कमाल कर रही हो क्योंकि मुझे पता है कि कमाल आप आगे जाके करोगी. This is just the beginning.
That's true. I mean, I just want to add here, like Salman said, I know him since I was 16 and I've seen the way he does give back, you know, in so many different ways, whether it's being human, whether I've seen him how he is with people, and to me, I have learned that from him in a lot of different ways, and whether you know it or not, I have. And I know we were joking saying that we've never had this serious a conversation in the last 14 years between us. So
No, to give back, she has definitely learned from me.
Yes, I have learned from him.
So I know Sania as a sister, and you know, we all know her, you know, in different ways. So tell us, how different is Sania as a friend to you?
PG 13 रखना है.
You know, no matter how hard she's working, how busy she is, she's got enough time for her friends. You know, she will make sure wherever she is, you know, she'll BBM, she'll message, she'll call, we'll be in touch. And this is something that, not with me only, but with all her friends. She's got enough time for her friends. And whenever they need her, she's always there for them. I think this is an incredible quality. Okay, आज, for example, क्या किया आज आपने?
आज मैंने बहुत चीजें की. आज मैं सुबह प्रैक्टिस, सही में बोलना है? अच्छा स्केड्यूल मेरा. I went to practice in the morning. सुबह में 8 बजे I was actually shooting.
For how long you practiced?
I practiced only for an hour because it started raining. But I went because last night I was shooting. मैं भी shoot कर लेती हूँ थोड़ा बहुत. So I was shooting till some 12 o'clock at night. And then I actually had another shoot for a magazine which I was shooting, and in between we were doing a lot of one-on-ones with a lot of people. And I'm here now, and I'm probably at one of the biggest days of my life, also because of the book, also because one of my very dear friends is here with me, and so it's been an incredibly busy day. I have no idea. I don't think I've had lunch. I just had some chai and you know, some breakfast, but I'm here, and you know, this makes it worth it. I mean, I just want to say that this makes it worth it, and you being here makes it worth it. So thank you so much.
This is something else. And just look at the picture. मतलब कि ये any time यहाँ पर तो बहुत अच्छा कर ही रही हैं टेनिस के अंदर, लेकिन ये फिल्मों भी घुसना चाहें, जो कि घुसना नहीं चाह रही हैं. If she wants to join movies as well, she'll have this position here.
All right. So I don't know if you've gotten the chance to read the complete book, but throughout the book, Sania has mentioned how she started from a very simple life, and there were a lot of struggles. So tell us, what do you think is a person needs in life to be successful, like both of you are?
Struggle to bhai karna hai. I don't think anyone has made it without a struggle. So all the people who have not made it have never struggled. Most of them. They've not struggled as hard as the other person is. हमको सबको ऐसा लगता है कि we are really working really hard, कि बहुत मेहनत कर रहे हैं हम. लेकिन आपको ये पता नहीं है कि जो दूसरा है, जो अगला है, वो आपसे तीन गुना ज़्यादा मेहनत कर रहा है. So you always need to be working 10 times harder than what you actually think that you're working on. Because सबको ऐसा लगता है कि we're working really hard. अरे सुबह से उठता हूँ रात तक. But there's somebody else who's working so much harder.
I just want to say that we've all struggled. I think whether you make it or you don't make it, we all struggle. Destiny हमारी होती है. And by God's grace, we are here, we are in this position.
नहीं, मेरी तो destiny आपकी hard work है. मेरी destiny है.
We've all struggled, and I think that but to be successful, the struggle and the obstacles, everything, like people think, I think that's the whole point, is that people think that it just comes and falls in your lap overnight. It doesn't happen like that, and we've all had our own struggles, and we still have our own struggles even today after becoming successful.
मेरे साथ थोड़ा सा लैप में आके मेरी डेस्टिनी गिर गई. आपको रोज कितने 3.5-4 घंटे ज़्यादा?
I think सबके अलग अलग struggles होते हैं. मेरा struggle वो है. And
आपका struggle तो बहुत मेहनत है भाई. You can't reach this position if you're not in that field, if you're not focused, if you're not dedicated, if you don't make like billions of sacrifices, you can't reach this position. There's no way. And I think everyone will agree with me here. तो एक आपने मुझे एक बहुत अर्से पहले 1000 की आपने मुझे एक कहानी सुनाई थी कि आपके स्ट्रगल के बारे में. वो क्या है?
Basically, that's one of the things in the book. I don't know how many of you have.
We're not promoting the 1000 gadi right now.
We are not. Yeah, we are definitely not promoting that. But one of the small instances is that क्योंकि मैं ज़्यादा बात नहीं करती about my struggles. I don't talk about the fact that we had financial issues. At earlier we came from a normal middle class family, and I think हमारे पास in this side of the world, they love rags to riches stories. But I've never tried to, say कि अच्छा of course we had food to eat. ऐसे नहीं था. लेकिन there's a small thing we used to do as a family.
वो काफी था.
खाना काफी था. 2 वक्त की रोटी थी. नहीं. But I think हम लोग क्या करते थे as a family, we used to travel in 1000 जो गाड़ी थी उस time पे, और उसको diesel कर दिया हुआ था because that was the cheap. That's the story you're talking about, right? Yeah, usko, because at that time it was cheaper. And हम लोग चारों साथ में travel करते थे. मैं कुछ 8-9 साल की थी. I think my sister was like 2 years old, and the whole concept for that was that the minute I won or lost, we didn't have to spend another night in a hotel room and spend that money. We could just take the car and drive from Mumbai to sometimes Trivandrum, which used to take 24 hours. So there are stories in the book about that struggle that we go through. So that was my struggle. He had his struggles. We all have our struggles, and so I think that we all come from humble backgrounds, and that's the whole point. And the whole idea of me writing this book is that to say that you don't have to always come from a very privileged background to make it. You can come from a very humble background, like I did myself, and of course there are sacrifices, but you can still make it.
तो ये बताओ कि genius idea किसका था?
टेनिस खिलाने का. I think मैं जब 4 साल की थी, हम लोग अमेरिका में थे, और तब मेरे cousins खेलते थे उस time पे, and I used to actually cry because I wanted to play tennis, but we couldn't afford it at the time. So when we came back, मैं 6 साल की थी when we came back, and the first thing that my mom did was say कि you're going to do everything, you're going to play tennis, you're going to swim, because we could finally afford it when we came back. And I happened to be a little bit more talented at tennis than the other things that I was doing, obviously. And that's basically how it all started. We came from a sporting family, so sport was always part of, just like you, your dad also. your dad also wanted some cricketers in his family.
Me to play cricket.
That didn't happen.
No, that could have happened. That could have happened really easily. But I just didn't see myself, going for cricket practice at 5:30 in the morning. So I decided.
Honest.
No, and then this life as it is difficult for me. I think cricket would have been like very difficult for me. So Mr. Salim Durrani was hired to be my coach. So first day he saw me play, I played really well. Second day he saw me play, played really well. So he called my father the third day, says, your son is a lefty, right arm bowler, he's got a very bright future. That is the day I realized that my father came to see me play. I should play really badly. Because ऐसा लग रहा था कि before school भी पहुंचना used to be a big problem. कि 9 बजे I have to go and attend my first lecture. So I used to wake up at about 8:30 and then I used to barely manage to reach school on time. Ab school se pehle ye, that means 5:30 baje utho, cricket practice. I didn't think. So I did a little bit of it and then I actually wanted to be a director. I was pushed into acting. I said, chalo ab ye chal raha hai, to ye chalne do usko.
All right. So there are two things that are very, that have made you given a icon and stuff to you guys, which includes your bracelet and Sania's nose ring. And, people idealize that and people, remember you as, with a bracelet and a nose ring. So tell us, do you like this? Do you like the idea of being...
I think there's more to it than a nose ring and
I hope so. I really hope the bracelet and the nose ring are not the only things that
अब डराओ मत हमको आप
नहीं so basically
nose ring निकल जाएगा तो
no, so my question is, do you like the idea of being idealized like this by, lots of young people and everybody around?
Lots of people wear bracelets and lots of people wear nose rings. So I don't think it's about the bracelet or the nose ring. It's about, we will not say us, it's what people think, what they see in us. It's about that. But this is just one thing. My father used to wear this bracelet, so I copied one. Nose ring ka mujhe pata nahi.
I copied from my mom.
From your mom?
Yeah. I think everyone, when I was growing up, everyone in the Western media actually thought that I was the biggest rebel. Like they thought, kya rebellious ladki hai, she wears a nose ring, and I used to tell them that this is...
उनको कोई problem नहीं, यहाँ पे पहन लेंगे,
exactly.
ज़बान में डाल देंगे, उनको कोई problem नहीं, this is rebellious.
And I used to tell them, but my mom also has a nose ring. It's really not that rebellious, so they couldn't understand that concept. Ke हमारे पास the tradition is to have a nose ring, and that's why I got it as well.
Achha, Salman, tell us, do you ever get the time and do you take out time to watch Sania's matches?
Ooh, सच बोलना है.
I watch every game of hers.
Up such.
Every game of hers. In fact, I watch it like, sometimes even watch the repeats, okay? And I actually think she's playing them live. So she's got this problem also with me कि पूरी दुनिया ने मुझे congratulate कर लिया. Yeah. I said, you now wish. I said, now what have you done? Now how much more you want to win?
I always tell him, I'll say...
So I'm the last one to wish.
Yeah, he's always the last one to wish me, and he's one of the closest people to me, and I always tell him, I don't bother because I know him. Like, he doesn't even know where I am. Like, he'll say, Acha, next when are you going to come back? And I'll say, I'll come back to US Open, and he has no idea what that means. He does not know. He does not know that could be next February, and he does not know. So
it's not that I don't care. It's just
that you
I
don't know.
All right. So in Sania's case, our whole family has been, closely involved in shaping her career. And I know that, you are very close to your family and both of you are very close to your families. So I just want to know how important, Salman, you think is having family support and stuff to be as famous and as successful as both of you are today.
I think it's like the most important thing. Most important thing is if you have a family that's supporting you, it's sone pe suhaga. There are some families that the parents don't support their children. But then those kids have it in them, you know, to prove the parents wrong. Like first there used to be, some kids used to want to be actors, and parents used to say कि पढ़ लिख ले, यहाँ पे कुछ होने जाने वाला है नहीं. Then they become actors and they're successful. First, the film industry was considered taboo, and a lot of youngsters who've left their homes and come and they've made it in the film industry. But I think it's just the worry of the parents के मेरे बच्चे का एंड में जाके होगा क्या. जैसे क्रिकेट के ऊपर क्या दिन भर ये क्रिकेट खेलते रहता है और वो बन गया सचिन तेंदुलकर. वो ना कि फास्ट गाड़ी चलाता है, क्या कर रहा है, वो बन गया शूमाकर बन गया. So those sports today have your hobbies, those sports have become professions today. And if you dedicated, and there's no better profession than your hobby. If you can change your hobby into your profession, there's nothing better than that.
Yeah, I agree. I mean, I don't think I could have done anything without my parents even host this press conference. So, I mean, I've done everything with them, and they've been with me throughout ups and downs, and I know how close you are to your family as well. I have the privilege of knowing them also very well, and yeah, I think the way that they have supported you and all your siblings, and the way my family has worked, that's a kind of common ground that we find maybe in our...
Yes, 100%. I totally agree with this. And I know that she's really close to her family, like the way we are with our family. So most of my personality is bits and pieces of my brothers, my sisters, my father, my mother, what all I've heard, some friends of mine. It's just that you get to see that, whatever happens in the house, whatever jokes are there, I can use the platform of, this platform or movies or TV, and you will see that Salman Khan. But that Salman Khan is incomplete without a Sohail Khan, Arbaz Khan, Arpita Khan, Alvida Khan, Salim Khan, Salma Khan. There is no personality to Salman Khan if these people were not there in his life.
All right. Sania, everyone's been complaining that you haven't read out anything from your book yet, so could you take a minute to read out a couple of paras for us?
लिखती हो तो पढ़ना भी आना चाहिए.
Okay, I have... I'll read out one small paragraph. It's from the prologue, actually. Everything I have achieved, I'm getting nervous. I have achieved on the tennis courts in the last decade is only half the story. In this book, I hope to recreate the other half as well. The stories of years of struggle, of the methodical planning and single-minded dedication of Team Sania, which we were just talking about, my parents, my family, and everybody. The countless sacrifices, especially those made by my family. The pain and the heartache, the shedding of sweat and blood, interspersed with priceless moments of exaltation and glory. All this and more went into the making of a multiple Grand Slam champion and the #1 player in the world.
Yeah.
For the rest, you have to buy the book and read it.
Before we let you go, Salman, there's one question a lot of us want to ask you, including me. When are we expecting your autobiography?
Oh.
There's another question.
I think I'll take my story to my grave.
No. Don't do that.
नहीं तो बहुत सारे graves खुद जाएंगे.
He cannot control himself. He tries, but he cannot do it. He has to say something. Also, we all want to ask you when you're getting married. Yeah. This is the most important question.
18th November.
18th November.
18th November. ये 18th November ये कुछ 20-25 नवंबर से चल रहा है. 18 नवंबर होगा, लेकिन पता नहीं कौन से साल में होगा, लेकिन होगा.
It's okay, it's okay. I think not many women are complaining that you're not married. I think, yeah, I think that's fine.
No, I know a few.
Cannot help himself. He can't do it.
आपको नहीं पता कि मेरे पे कितना प्रेशर आता है. By the way, I know a few means I know a few women. That is my mother and my sisters, the three. Okay,
Who want you to get married? Yeah, that's what you meant, na? Yeah. Just make it clear.
देते रहता हूँ उनको कभी-कभी मैं.
I think our MC is having a little discussion. Look at this.
Sorry. Did I miss something? Did you share your date?
No, you didn't miss anything.
It's with your date.
ठीक है. Okay, Salman.
She's also getting married on the 18th of November. That is the wedding anniversary of my parents, and Sajid and Varda and Ayush and Arpita. So
and future yours. And future yours.
Future mine. अगर वो डेट कैलेंडर में हो तो चलो वो 18 नवंबर को निकाल ही दोगे. 76 से डायरेक्टली जाओगे 19th पे.
All right, Salman will be taking a leave, but once he's gone, the floor will open for questions for Sania.
Shukriya, thank you. God bless.
The family can come up for some pictures. All right, thank you guys, thank you.
Thank you so much. The floor is now open for Q&A.
Can we have some quiet, please?
1 second, guys. I can't really hear her. She has a mic and I can't hear her.
Okay. मेरे दो सवाल हैं आपसे. एक तो आपके मिक्स डबल्स और डबल्स के पार्टनर्स के बारे में हमेशा कुछ ना कुछ बातें होती रहती है. मिक्स डबल्स पार्टनर के बारे में मैं जानना चाहूँगी जो डबल्स में आपके साथ खेलने वाली है ओलंपिक में. कैन यू हियर मी?
I can.
या डबल्स में आपके साथ प्रार्थना ठोंबरे खेलने वाली है ओलंपिक में, तो हम उसके बारे में जानना चाहेंगे क्या है जो आपकी और उसकी केमिस्ट्री को खास बनाते हैं.
I think पहले तो मैं और प्रार्थना पहली ऐसी जोड़ी है जिसने कभी भी कोई भी किस्म का मेडल लाइक एशियन गेम्स में we have won a women's doubles medal. But besides that, she's a young girl. She's 21 years old. As we know, there is not a lot of young and upcoming girls happening in India or in the subcontinent right now or for the last few years. So, but she's a very good prospect for us, and I think it'll be a great experience for her. She comes from Barshi, and she plays at the Sania Mirza Tennis Academy for the last year and a half, and she's a very great girl, nice girl, and a very good tennis player, and hopefully we'll see a lot more of her.
दूसरा सवाल, आपने लगभग पिछले दशक में, पिछले 5 डिकेड में आपके राइज के बाद इंडियन स्पोर्ट्स का सिनारियो बदल गया है. यहाँ पर बहुत सारी लड़कियाँ आगे आके खेल रही है, तो हाउ यू लुक एट इट?
Well, I think that is obviously good, right? Isn't that what we all want? We want more girls, more women to come forward. I think 10 साल पहले बहुत मुश्किल हुआ करता था कि हम ऐसे 3, 4, 5 लड़कियां या औरतों का नाम ले who have been exceptional at different sports in our country. But I think now we have Mary Kom, we have a Saina Nehwal, you know, we have PV Sindhu. We have so many girls doing so great, and I think that shows that how forward we've come. And but is there room for improvement? Of course, there's always room for improvement.
Before the next question, can we just have some quiet at the back, please? Excuse me, can you keep quiet at the back? We can't hear. Thank you very much. Yes, next question.
Hi Saina, Sania Nikita here. Actually, I wanted to know, Farah Khan is making a film on your biopic.
She is?
Yeah, this is what news were.
I have no idea. I don't know she's making a film. Rumors आप लोग फैलाते हो.
अच्छा.
नहीं ऐसे नहीं हो रहा कुछ. बिल्कुल बात ऐसी हुई है कि Farah and me are very good friends. She's one of my closest friends. And people have assumed that she is making a film on me because they see us hanging out all the time. But I mean, I think we've had one serious discussion about it ever in our lives, and we'll see, you know, whether it's Farah, whether it's anybody else, if the biopic has to happen, you know, it'll happen or not. But right now there's nothing for sure.
But according to you, which heroine is suitable for your biopic? Because earlier you suggested Pariniti.
I think there are, yeah, I mean, I think that I actually suggested a few names. I said Pari, I said Deepika, and you know, I think there are so many. There's Anushka. There's so many young and great actresses that we have today that I think many of them can do it. I'll be honored any one of them who would do it. I think people just assume more me and Pari because we are so, you know, we are such good friends.
We would like to see you in any.
You would like to see, na? मैं नहीं करती acting, क्या करूँ?
Anybody else?
Sania, don't you think you're very lucky that hello? Don't you think you're very lucky even after marriage you're being able to follow your profession? What would you like to tell the women out there?
Do I think I'm lucky? No,
You are lucky. I'm not asking you, do you think?
No,
I
darling,
said you are
I don't
lucky.
think I'm lucky. I think I'm just doing what I do. I think I'm lucky maybe to find a husband who is also following his profession and had no problems with me following my profession, because that was never part of discussion. And that for us is normal. I don't think that's lucky, and that's how every person or every relationship, that's why I keep saying that why does a woman need to always after marriage stop playing tennis or stop doing whatever she's doing, you know, and we never had that discussion. So for us that's very normal. It's not about being lucky.
Sania,
because he has a profession as well, so he's playing a little bit of cricket in the Caribbean.
सानिया, पहले दिल्ली में शाहरुख खान ने लॉन्च किया, आज सलमान ने, आगे क्या है?
अभी शाहरुख खान और सलमान के बाद मुझे पता नहीं, ओबामा को ही लाना पड़ेगा.
हैदराबाद में प्लान है. What are the plans actually for the promotion actually?
No, sorry?
What other which other cities are you visiting? And like,
that's it. We are done. Actually, I am leaving for Canada on the 22nd, and these were the 3 main cities that we needed, and I'm so glad. I'm very grateful. You know, like me and Salman mentioned, I know Salman for a long time. I know Shahrukh for a very long time. I'm very grateful that I just asked them once and they were here. So yeah, I would like to thank them. But I'm also I'm very lucky that I have friends that are so good, who are with me in good and bad times.
You will be missing on Amir Khan. You'll be missing on Amir Khan. You'll be missing on Amir Khan.
Anybody else has a question? Yeah.
more than the women out there, I've been saying this, I've been obviously doing a lot of interviews, and I've been asked this question many times. I think I've been very fortunate to have parents and a family and a good system around me who has supported me in whatever decisions I have taken in my life on the tennis court or off the tennis court. But I think that the parents, I would like to tell them that I hope that whether it's me, whether it's the Mary Coms of the world, whether it's the Deepika Padukones of the world, whoever it is, all the successful women, they are all here because their parents have supported them. And I really hope and wish that the parents support girls or boys if they want to do something out of the box, so to say, and not the norm of becoming a doctor or a lawyer, because I think everyone has the right to dream, everyone has the right to follow their dreams, and I think we've shown that if you are able to and you're allowed to follow your dreams and with full support, then no matter how many odds are against you, you can ace them. And I think that's the story we're trying to get across here. That's the story of the book as well, and that's the message I've been trying to pass on over the last so many years, that let them do what they want, let them do what they love, and give them the equal amount of opportunity. By them I mean girls, and and you can see they'll conquer the world.
Sania, could you just tell us something about like what odds you had to face when you had to be in this profession? In fact, like very much in any particular incident you would like to or you mentioned in your chapter actually.
Yeah, I think that like I said earlier as well, the obstacles and struggles, they never stop. They always keep going, and there were different kinds when I was younger and trying to come up. But there were simple odds as well. Like I think, or probably all the women or most women in this room have probably faced at one point, the biggest problem everybody had was that I'm playing in the sun and I'm going to become dark, and who's going to marry me? And I think like so many women go through that in this side of the world, where being fair is the biggest, I think, attribute to beauty that they give, And I think that from something small like that to the fact that of dealing with no facilities, no infrastructure, at the time 23 years ago, no one really thought and believed that you could have a tennis player who could be #1 in the world. Or forget #1, or be professional tennis player. We used to be mocked at, saying that, what do you think, she's going to become Martina Hingis? And ironically, Martina and me have later in my life obviously gotten to do so many amazing things together. And so there are many obstacles, like I said, like this, and obviously if you read the book, then then you'll get to know more.
Sania, here. बहुत सी स्पोर्ट्स बायोग्राफीज ऑटोबायोग्राफीज भी पिछले कुछ समय से आई है जिन्होंने लोगों को इंस्पायर किया है. क्या आपने कोई ऐसी किताब पढ़ी थी जिसने आपको इंस्पायर किया है? क्या आप पढ़ती हो उसके बाद?
मैंने एक्चुअली आई हैव रेड एंड्रिया अगासी's book, and I think, right, it's called, yeah, and I have read actually Mike Tyson's book, जो autobiography थी. I thought it was a great autobiography because the odds that he had against him and to become one of the greatest champions of the world. As athletes, we all have our heroes. One of my hero all my life has been Steffi Graf, and she still is, even today. I've not read her autobiography. I don't know if it's out, but I haven't read it, and I would love to read that one, and I'm sure that will be very inspiring.
Sania, आपने मार्टिना हिंगिस के साथ 3 बड़े टाइटल अभी निकाले हैं. प्रार्थना के साथ आपने एशियन गेम्स में बहुत अच्छा परफॉर्मेंस किया, ब्रोंज जीता था. आपको लगता है इन फ्यूचर जाके प्रार्थना कहीं ना कहीं रिप्लेस कर सकती है मार्टिना को इन फ्यूचर जाकर? एक पेयर के तौर पे
I think replacement का hope नहीं है, लेकिन we can hope that she will become good. I think that's the hope. That's what we all have been hoping for, that we have someone. Because I'm close to 30 years old after 3 surgeries. Believe you me, my body feels like it's 50. So it's not that I'm going to be playing tennis, forever. It's not like that. And so hopefully there'll be someone who is going to take the baton from me. And perhaps it could be her. It could be, there's a couple of other girls who are very good. There's Ankita Raina, there's Karman Kaur Thandi, who is very good as well. So one of these girls probably and hopefully will, be that next person.
Sania, besides being a sports person, like I think so you would be a businesswoman also. Just to promote the sport also, are any plans of buying any particular team, like where you're trying to promote the sports?
I can't afford it, sir, right now.
Okay.
I can't afford it. But if I do plan to buy one, I'm sure all of you will hear about it. Right now, no.
Is that it? Is there? Okay. No, there's a gentleman there.
Hi. Do you think it's ideal? Salman Khan was here and Shah Rukh Khan promoted your book, and Salman is the Rio Olympic ambassador. Do you think it's ideal that Bollywood needs to promote sports in this country? Would it not have been better if a sports person had promoted?
Who knows, maybe it would have been, but I'm very close friends with them. So, you know, for me, they didn't come as Bollywood stars. They came to me, they came for me as my friends. And I mean, I would have loved to have, you know, any other athlete, but I think that the Indian team right now is in the Caribbean. I did think of a couple of people who are good friends of mine, but I think they're in the Caribbean playing, and yeah. So, you know, but I think that for me, or whether it's for Salman, or whether it's a Shah Rukh, or whether it's a Pariniti, you know, whoever was there at my launches, at the end of the day, the story is mine, and that's what we are trying to get across. You know, he is the Rio Olympic ambassador, like we said, and there was so much discussion about the fact that whether he should be or shouldn't be or everything, but he is, because he's one of the biggest stars that we have in this country, and obviously anything that can get us to watch something. And if he can help it, I'm not saying he can help us win medals, but he can at least help us with, I mean, how many people do we know now that Olympics, you know, how many people are going to be there, who's going to go, there's so much attention around it. And of course it helps with Salman. It could be anyone, it could be Virat Kohli, it could be me, it could be anyone, it doesn't matter. So, but for me, they came as my friends, and I'm so glad that they did.
Thank you.
Sorry, it's me again.
A lot of questions.
There are many other girls playing and many other players from India. आपको तो देखने के लिए बहुत से लोग शायद वहाँ पे आएंगे आपका मैच देखने के लिए. आप किसका मैच, कोई भी इंडियन एंड अदर्स, आप किसका मैच देखना चाहोगे ओलंपिक में? बिकॉज दैट्स
मैं सबसे ज़्यादा लुक फॉरवर्ड कर रही हूँ कि मैं इंडियन हॉकी टीम का मैच देखूँ, बिकॉज दैट दे हैडंट क्वालिफाइड द लास्ट टाइम इन लंडन, सो आई एम रियली एक्साइटेड दैट दे हैव, एंड आई एम पर्सनली अ ह्यूज फैन ऑफ द इंडियन हॉकी टीम, सो आई वुड लव टू वॉच देम.
That's it? No more? Okay, Sania, if I may offer, I know there are people waiting to get some copies signed by you. Can they come up and get yours signed?
Get the copies?
Yeah, sure. Anybody who, let's say some children in the audience, for instance. Can we do this in an orderly fashion, please? Thank you. Mr. Kaur.